A trained person operates on the basis of no cross-references. In other words, you cannot apply cross-references. An educated person can apply cross-references. Now, with this in mind, when we began to look at the type of system that America allows through her education and through her training as a fact, you find out that the whole mobility for cross-references has been limited and almost eliminated as far as black people are concerned and oppressed people in this country.
What do those classes look like? What kind of system is there? And I think we also have to look at what might need to be done very immediately. And sometimes we don't use enough of our resources. So we have a lot of people who are professionals in this city. We have the most brilliant minds in the city of Seattle. That's known all over the country. And black minds are a part of that brilliance. Make no mistake about that. And so how are we going to impart skills that people have at Microsoft? If we go find black folks at Microsoft, they should be able to organize how to teach, a course to our children. They should not sit there at Microsoft alone with their brilliance and do their job for Mr. Micro, right? And then have nothing to give to our village. So I'm talking the same thing about Boeing. We have engineers at Boeing. We have planners. We have architects. We have all sorts of people in this community that can bring their skills. What we as educators need to think about is how do we prepare people to come in and teach those skills with their background, because they have the content, but they don't necessarily know how to pace the course, or how to plan their course, or what the outcome and objectives of their courses are. So we want to look at those kind of things as well. We also want to look at how would we bring teachers and how would we bring relevance, including cultural relevance, to students if we did something like that. So those are the kinds of things we're going to think about today. And I do want to say one thing. This building is a very special building in the central area. And those of you who understand the history of Seattle, you know that there was a time that this was the only neighborhood where black people could live. That's a fact. And redlining, if you go to even the Seattle government website, they will teach you a little bit about redlining and the borders that shaped redlining, which meant that we really could not go out of those neighborhoods.
I started in the district in 1953. So many of my colleagues, I started in Leschi. So Leschi, T.T. Mann, Horace, Mann, we were all running records. So when I stand here with a real deep reverence for what we did in those days. I didn't think of it as second class at that time. We were the top black folks in the world. To stand here today and listen to you say that a superintendent said, we don't have a plan. Superintendent to look in your faces and say, you ain't worth nothing. It brings your behinds out on Saturday to try to be worth something. We don't need to ask anybody or anything. If you believe in what you're doing today, it's done.
We need to train our teachers not in pedagogy, because pedagogy assumes that the student has a blank mind and you're just putting energy into it, teaching the basics. We have to teach andragogy. Andragogy is adult education, and our children are born adult when they come out of the womb. And that education has to be based on what students already know and then build upon it. And the education has to be problem solving, it has to be relevant, it has to be situational and relationship. That's what andragogy. So we have to stop treating our children like kids and try to treat them like the geniuses they are.
Yeah.
All right.